name's Jordan, and today I'm going to be talking about my most anticipated book releases for the spring. Since I've done one in the summer and fall, I decided to do this again. I did not do it in the winter because all the new releases books in the winter are usually like the ones that are like last minute kind of thing. Like you have December and then the beginning of the year, which is January and February, which is usually meshed with my most anticipated releases overall. But I'm excited about some of these spring releases, and I picked some that are like grab my interest the most, or just the ones that I'm like, just because there's like so many, I had to narrow it down. I don't remember how many that I have, but let's get started. Well, the first one I'm really most excited for is Sherwood by Megan Spooner, which comes out on March 19th, and it's a retelling of Robin Hood, which is one of my favorite classics, and I'm really excited about it. But from what the synopsis, it's a Maid Marian's perspective of the story, which is going to be really interesting because you hardly see any perspectives of a Robin Hood story told by Maid Marian, and I love the idea of that, and I'm just so excited because I love Hunted by Megan Spooner, and you guys know it. It's a Beauty and the Beast retelling, and I'm just excited about it because it's a retelling of Robin Hood. The book that I'm excited for is Once and Forever by, I have the authors written down in a notebook, and it's by Amy Rose Capeta. I can't pronounce the author properly, but that comes out on March 26th, and it's a sci-fi retelling of King Arthur, which I'm actually really excited about because there's not a lot of retellings of King Arthur's back then, and I just really excited about that. Plus, I actually never read the original story of King Arthur, so that's gonna be like my homework before I read it, because I'm just so excited because that's all I need to know about this book. It's a sci-fi retelling of King Arthur, which just sounds really awesome. The next book that I'm anticipating for the spring is The Princess and a Fangirl by Ashley Poston, which is a companion novel to Geek Gorilla, which I'm really excited about, and it's a Princess and a Pauper, or Prince and a Pauper retelling, and that's all I want to know about it because I was surprised by Geek Gorilla, and I know I'm gonna love The Princess and the Fangirl just because of the premise of it. Plus, I'm familiar with the story of The Prince and a Pauper, but I've never actually read, which is another classic that I should read somewhere in my lifetime. But I'm still excited about it because Ashley Poston is becoming one of my favorite authors. The next book I'm anticipating for is The Descendant of the Crane by Joan He. I'm not sure if that's how their last name is pronounced, but I'm trying to understand the synopsis because the title grabbed my interest and so did the cover. I just wanted to know nothing. I'd rather be surprised by it. From what I can tell from the synopsis, it's about this girl who found her father dead, and then she has a power to rule or something. I don't know. I'm just trying to remember or understand the synopsis because I have trouble understanding it, but I'm just really excited to read it just because, like I said, the title and the cover grab my interest, and that's all I want to know. But and I also know it. I'm not sure if it's probably a fantasy. I'm trying to figure that out, and that's all I'm just really excited about that. Oh, the Princess and the Fangirl and The Descendants of the Crane comes out on April 2nd. The next book I'm anticipating for is Again But Better by Christine Riccio. I think that's how you pronounce her last name. And she's a booktuber that is publishing a book. I don't want to know anything about the book or anything just because I'd rather be surprised than be like expecting a book to be good when I don't want to be skeptical about that. I just want to know, like, I just want to figure this out for myself. Like, I'd rather go into the book knowing about nothing and just rather be surprised about it when I read it. The next one I'm anticipating for is Rum Enough by Nadine Brandes. This is comes out on May 7th, same as Again But Better, and from what I can tell, it's a historical fiction retelling about Anastasia Romanoff, and that's all I need to know. And I've watched Anastasia like twice in my life, and I fell in love with it when I watched it again, because the story just really, like, interests me, even though, like, we all know in history that's not the truth, but the mystery behind, like, the Rum Enough family was the interesting part. Like, what would people think about that? And I'm just really interested in reading it because I enjoyed Fox by her, and I think Rum Enough would be awesome historical fiction to read, since I've been reading a lot more historical fiction. Another book that I'm anticipating for spring is We Hunt the Flame by, I can't pronounce the author's name just because I don't want to butcher it, but from what I can tell from the synopsis, it's kind of like a Arabian retelling of Mulan. I don't know, it's just from the first part of the synopsis, it reminds me of Mulan because she disguised herself as a man, and then she ends up exposed as a girl, and all of her achievements were rejected, and then the story goes from there. And I just want to know a little about this one, just because, like, the first part of the story reminds me of Mulan a little bit, and it blew my mind. Plus, the title really grabbed my interest, and I just want to know less about the story, just because, for me, knowing about little to nothing about these books have helped me whether I'm going to end up liking a story or not, just by, like, from my experience from reading it. When I'm reading something that I never read before and I only know a little bit about the synopsis, it makes me want to find out about more, and I've just been doing well with that with my reading, so yeah. The last book that I'm anticipating for, and I'm actually excited about it, is Stepsister by Jennifer Donnelly. I've read Lost in a Book by Jennifer Donnelly, and I really enjoyed that. And of course, from the title of this book, it's a retelling of Cinderella, but it's told by one of the stepsisters. I'm not sure if it's both of them or one of them, but I don't care. That's all I want to know, and that it just really grabs my interest, just because, like, you don't get a lot of perspectives of the stepsisters. The perspectives of Cinderella's stepsisters, I know there's another one that's about her stepmother, which also grabbed my interest, but I'm just excited about it just because, like, I haven't read any Cinderella retelling since Geekerella and Cinder, and I'm just, like, really excited about that. And that comes out on May 14th. So that is all for my most anticipated book releases for the spring. If you enjoyed this video, give us a thumbs up and comment down below some of your most anticipated releases for the spring, because I would like to know. And there's a lot of books in the spring that I want to get to, but these are the lists that I'm just excited about the most. Anyways, if you want to follow me on social media, I have Facebook under LastReader, and I have Twitter and Instagram on LastReader19. I also have Goodreads, which I'll link down below. And don't forget to hit subscribe if you want to see more content from me. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!